Jackie Chan doesn't expect the challenge to come from the back of the gym. That's what surprises him most. Not the confidence. Not the silence that follows. The direction. Bangkok, 1983. The city breathes heat even after sunset. Streets shimmer. Motorbikes weave through traffic like instincts made visible. The air smells of oil, incense, sweat, and rain that never quite arrives. Jackie is in Thailand for location scouting. Not promotion. Not training footage. Just preparation. He prefers to see things with his own eyes. The gym is old. Not famous. No banners advertising champions to tourists. Just a square ring under bare bolts, cracked pads hanging from hooks, and walls stained with decades of effort. The kind of place where fighters don't talk about records because everyone already knows who matters. Jackie removes his shoes at the entrance without being told. That earns a few looks. He's introduced casually. "This is Jackie," the local coordinator says. "From Hong Kong." No last name. No explanation. The gym doesn't care about film credits. Training continues. Elbows slicing air. Shins cracking pads. Breath controlled and deliberate. Jackie watches quietly from the edge. He notices everything. Foot placement. Balance recovery. How fighters reset after striking instead of admiring their work. Then he hears laughter. Short. Sharp. Not mocking. Interested. A woman stands near the far wall, wrapping her hands. She's smaller than most of the men. Lean. Compact. Her posture relaxed in a way that suggests nothing is wasted. Not energy, not attention. Someone murmurs her name. Jackie doesn't catch it, but he catches something else. Respect. The trainer claps his hands. Break. Fighters step out of the ring. Water bottles passed. Muscles steam slightly in the humid air. Jackie stands. The trainer gestures him forward. "You want to try?" he asks politely. Jackie smiles. "I'm just observing," he says. That's when the woman speaks. "You don't come here just to watch." Her English is clean. Measured. The gym quiets a little. Jackie turns toward her. She meets his gaze without challenge. Just certainty. "They say you fight," she continues. "But only for cameras." A few fighters glance between them. Jackie smiles. "That's not entirely true," he says. She tilts her head. "Then why not test it?" she asks. "No question. No theatrics." Just a question placed carefully on the floor between them. Someone laughs nervously. Another shifts uncomfortably. The trainer watches closely. This isn't planned. But it isn't unwelcome either. Jackie considers his answer. He knows what this could turn into. He also knows what refusing might imply. "Who are you?" Jackie asks. She finishes wrapping her hands. "I've never lost," she says. "No boast. Just fact." The room absorbs that. Bangkok, 1983. Records aren't kept neatly, but reputations are. Jackie nods. "I don't want to disrespect your gym," he says. She smiles faintly. "Then don't," she replies. "Step in." The trainer hesitates, then gestures to the ring. "Light sparring," he says. Nothing more. Everyone nods. Jackie removes his jacket, folds it neatly, steps between the ropes. The canvas is worn thin, sticky with effort. She enters opposite him. No theatrics. No bounce. Just presence. They bow. Not formally. Respectfully. "Rules?" Jackie asks. She thinks. "No knees to the head," she says. "No elbows." Jackie nods. Agreed. The bell isn't needed. They begin when they're ready. She moves first. Not fast. Testing. A low kick schemes the air in front of Jackie's lead leg. Jackie steps back. Observing. Her footwork is efficient. No wasted steps. Her balance never overcommits. Jackie notes it immediately. He feints a jab. She doesn't bite. Instead, she shifts angle and taps his thigh lightly. Not power. Message. Jackie smiles. "Good," he says quietly. She doesn't respond. She steps in again. This time faster. A combination aimed at his guard. Jackie blocks. Redirects. Moves. The gym is silent now. Every sound amplified. Breath. Canvas. Skin against pad. Jackie tests distance. Uses speed to enter then exit. She tracks him. Adjusts. Cuts off angles instead of chasing. That impresses him. She throws a kick that stops inches from his ribs. Perfect control. Jackie feels the wind of it. Your timing is excellent, Jackie says. Yours too, she replies. Then she steps closer. Jackie realizes something then. This isn't a challenge. It's a conversation. He shifts tactics. Less movement. More stillness. He lets her come to him. She does. A quick flurry. Jackie parries, but one strike lands light clean against his shoulder. The gym exhales. Not because it hurt. Because it mattered. Jackie nods. Well done, he says. She doesn't smile. She adjusts her stance. She increases pressure. Not force. Pressure. Jackie is forced to give ground. He's not losing. But he's not dictating either. He feels the difference. Muay Thai doesn't care about flair. It cares about balance, structure, attrition. Jackie switches again. He closes distance deliberately. Not striking. Crowding. She responds immediately. A clinch attempt. Jackie disengages smoothly. But not effortlessly. The trainer raises a hand. Time. They step back. Breathing controlled. Sweat visible now. The room stays quiet. Waiting. You're fast, she says. And you're patient, Jackie replies. The trainer steps between them. That's enough, he says. Good. She nods. Jackie bows. Deeper this time. Someone breaks the silence. I thought movie fighting was fake, he says. She looks at him. Movies exaggerate, she says. Reality corrects. Jackie smiles at that. They step out of the ring. Jackie retrieves his jacket. She wipes her hands. You're not here for a fight, she says. Jackie nods. No, he says. I'm here to learn. She studies him. Then says, then stay. Jackie looks around the gym again. At the fighters. The trainer. The heat. The discipline. I will, he says. What neither of them knows yet is that this encounter will ripple far beyond this gym. That it will challenge assumptions on both sides. About gender. About style. About what undefeated really means. Because the real test didn't happen in the ring. It happened in what both of them are willing to question next. The next morning begins before sunrise. Bangkok is quieter then, but not calm. The air is already warm. Heavy with the promise of another relentless day. Jackie arrives at the gym early, expecting to find it empty. It isn't. She's already there. Skipping rope. Bare feet on concrete. Breath steady, unhurried. No audience. No challenge. Just work. Jackie watches from the doorway for a moment before stepping inside. She notices immediately. Stops the rope. You came, she says. Jackie nods. I said I would. She gestures toward the ring. Then we train, she replies. Not sparring. Training. That distinction matters. What follows over the next several days is not dramatic. There are no raised voices. No declarations. No moments meant to be remembered. And yet, Jackie remembers all of it. She begins by correcting his stance. Not aggressively. Precisely. Your weight shifts too early, she says. You invite the kick. Jackie adjusts. She nods. Better. They drill basics. Again. And again. Jackie has spent his life refining movement. But Muay Thai reveals something different. How power accumulates quietly through repetition. How damage isn't about single moments but sustained imbalance. He feels it in his legs first. Then his hips. Then his breath. You're used to exploding, she says during a break. This art grinds. Jackie smiles. Yes, he says. I can feel that. They clinch lightly. Jackie expects leverage. Instead, he feels pressure. Her forearms lock him in place without force, her balance denying him options. He disengages, but it costs him effort. She notices. You're strong, she says. But you give energy away. Jackie laughs softly. I do that a lot. They talk between rounds. About training. About injuries. About what it means to keep showing up when no one is watching. Jackie asks her why she fights. She shrugs. Because it's what I do, she says. And because they said I shouldn't. That answer carries weight in 1983 Thailand. He asks about her record. She doesn't recite numbers. Undefeated doesn't mean untouched, she says. It means you return. Jackie nods. That stays with him. On the fourth day they spar again. Lightly, but with understanding now. Jackie adjusts his timing. Less flair. More economy. She notices immediately. You're listening, she says. Jackie responds with a grin. Pain is persuasive, he replies. She lands a clean kick on his thigh. Not hard, but exact. Jackie absorbs it. Then nods. Again, he says. She does. By the end, both are breathing harder than they expected. Not exhausted. Educated. The trainer watches from the corner, arms crossed. He says nothing, but his eyes soften. Word spreads quietly. Not to newspapers. To fighters. To trainers. That Jackie Chan isn't just visiting. He's learning. One afternoon, Jackie asks her a question he's been holding back. Why did you challenge me? He asks. She wipes sweat from her brow. Because men come here and watch us like exhibits, she says. You watched like a student. Jackie nods. And because? He presses. She looks at him directly. Because if you were fake, she says, you would have left. Jackie laughs at that. There. Their final session is private. No sparring. Just conversation. Jackie thanks her. Not theatrically. Sincerely. You changed how I see pressure, he says. She shakes her head. No, she replies. You already knew. I just showed you where it lives. They bow to each other. Equal. Years later, Jackie carries Bangkok with him. Not in interviews. Not in anecdotes. In choices. His fight scenes shift subtly. Less exaggeration and balance. More respect for attrition. Moments where characters absorb damage instead of shrugging it off. Audiences don't know why it feels different. But they feel it. As for her, she continues fighting. Winning. Losing. Returning. Her name remains known in gyms, not magazines. Exactly where she prefers it. Once much later, a young fighter asks her if she ever fought Jackie Chan. She thinks for a moment. Yes, she says. Who won? He asks. She smiles. No one, she replies. That's why it mattered. Jackie Chan was challenged by an undefeated female Muay Thai fighter in Bangkok, 1983. The challenge wasn't about dominance. It wasn't about proving who was stronger. It was about humility meeting discipline. About two fighters discovering that real mastery doesn't arrive through victory, but through respect. And that lesson, learned far from cameras and crowds, stayed with both of them long after the gym doors closed. Years later, Jackie would return to Thailand for work, passing through Bangkok without ever announcing it. The city had changed, taller buildings, louder streets, but the rhythm underneath felt familiar. One afternoon he detours. Not for nostalgia. For grounding. The gym is still there. Worn more than before. Paint chipped. Pads replaced. New faces cycling through old rituals. She isn't training that day. Someone tells him she coaches now. Teaches balance before power. Breath before ego. Jackie nods unsurprised. He sits on a bench and watches a young fighter rush combinations, overcommitting, burning energy too fast. The coach stops him gently, adjusts his stance, slows him down. Jackie smiles to himself. He recognizes the lesson. Later, alone, he reflects on how rarely true challenges announce themselves as threats. The most important ones arrive quietly, wrapped in questions, not fists. They don't demand proof. They demand honesty. Bangkok gave him that. Not a scar. Not a headline. A recalibration. In his later years, when people ask Jackie about strength, he answers differently than he once did. He talks less about speed. Less about risk. More about listening. Because long before awards and global fame settled around his name, an undefeated Muay Thai fighter in a Bangkok gym taught him something no camera could capture. That mastery isn't about standing taller than your opponent. It's about standing correctly in front of them. And once you learn that, you never stop adjusting.